Mr. Akshay Bhagwat, Senior Vice President Derivatives Research at JM Financial. Sir, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here on News9. Now, Indian markets have been on a stupendous run. Nifty has added about close to 1,200 points in a matter of 6 or 7 sessions. Overall, looking from what we are hearing, the market is expecting a big pullback. Now, will this pullback be, of a nature of about 1 to 2% from here, or can we expect the rally to continue in the near term, given the strong momentum in the market?
Good morning, Suyash. So it's been a spectacular rally in the indices, and primarily this has been on short covering, because if you study the options data, a lot of call writing positions have been caught on the wrong foot, right from the strikes of 20,200 to 20,500. A lot of unwinding of call writing bets has fueled the move in the Nifty. One more interesting observation is that the FIIs are back in the party. If you look at the cash numbers in the last just 3 trading sessions, we have seen an addition of over 8,800 crores in the cash segment, and even the long short ratio has moved to around 50% from the 20-25 odd percent which we traded in the prior month. So clearly there is strong buying interest from strong hands. My sense is that a base of 20,500 has been set for the December month. Maybe you might have some knee-jerk reactions once you test the psychological landmark level of 21K, but that's a mere trading target which you can have. There are still more upsides to go, as I understand, looking at the broader chart structure and the data parameters which are ahead of the current event.
Now, Akshay, one of the sections of the market that's rallying and driving the markets higher has been the banking pack. Nifty Bank has added about close to 2,100 points in a matter of 2 sessions. Opened at a record high even in today's trade, but has slipped since then because of weekly expiry. What are the levels you will be tracking, given that weekly expiry for the Nifty Bank?
Well, look, Bank Nifty has moved too fast, and it's been overbought on technical parameters. Slight profit booking is seen on the bank index at the levels of 47,000. One, because we have the RBI event day after tomorrow. Right. So ahead of the event, there is a good chance positions might go a bit light, profits might be taken off the table, considering the fact it's been a very spectacular move and a very surprising one. If you look at Bank Nifty, 44,000 to 47,000 in just a matter of 4 to 5 trading sessions is, it just is out of the bag. So my belief is there is no reason to worry about today's correction. It's the weekly expiry, as you rightly said. Some profit taking is there, but I just see this as a knee-jerk reaction. Bank Nifty should be back on strong grounds again. The support which I see is 46,750. That's an important support. You can reconsider buying it if you get at those levels. Worst case can be 46,500, where a lot of put writing positions are seen for the current week or the next coming week. So that's a strong base which has already been set up, and it's just a matter of time that 47,000 should be revisited and overcome for higher targets as we move into the December series.
All right. And what's your view on the broader markets? We are seeing some signs of exhaustion building up in the broader markets. We saw a big intraday dip in both mid-cap and the small-cap indices yesterday. Today they are trading mixed. The small-cap index is kind of flattish, whereas the mid-cap index has rallied by about another 0.3 to 0.4%. What's your opinion over there? Is it time to reconsider your stance, your positions in the broader markets?
No, I will still continue to be with the momentum. If you look at the particular behavior of the market lately, it's more of a sector rotation, which I clearly see in the market. It started off with the PSU names, then it moved on to auto, then to banking. First the PSU banking names, and then slowly we had the private banking space participating. I believe that from going ahead, it's more of a stock-specific names which will come across, more the stocks which have not performed in the last couple of months, especially if you look at Kotak Bank. It's come out of the woods. If you see the spectacular move it has registered in the last couple of days. HDFC Bank, Reliance, all these big names are back in the party. So I believe, the money is yet to be made, momentum can be chased, but now the theme will shift from sector specific to stock specific. So here, stocks like Reliance, HDFC and Infosys, these are all names which have been more of a laggard in the last couple of months. these might participate, and I still believe money is there to be made in the next 10 to 15 trading sessions before, normally at the end of the December month, you will see some volumes fading out because of low participation from FIs. So till 20th, 25th of December, you can expect the momentum to continue. There is no reason to take the profits off the table.
Good morning, Akshay. Talking about banking stocks, there's been one underperformer here, and that has been State Bank of India. But if you look at the last 5 days, the stock has risen about 7.65%. It is, as we speak, it's at a 611 mark, inching towards its 52-week high of 629. Now, and from the 52-week low of 499, this stock has risen 22%. So, do you see this momentum continuing? Because if we compare it to the other banking, public sector banking stocks, the big performers, Bank of Baroda over the year has given earnings of 20.21%, Bank of India 22.81%, SBI just a 0.5% increase. What do you make of SBI? Will this momentum continue, or it's just a blip?
Good morning, Amit. So, very rightly pointed out that SBI is one of the names. In fact, I just missed taking the name of SBI because this has not actually joined the party as yet. And this can be one of the names which you rightly picked up, which might be the next market mover. So, if you look at SBI, yes, you very rightly said it's been an underperformer considering the banking space, the spectacular run in major of the private and public sector banks. Here, clearly, long additions are very strong in State Bank of India. I believe the flows are chasing this bank from a momentum viewpoint. Even the 600 mark, where a lot of call writing bets were positioned, they have started to unwind their writing bets. So all the momentum triggers are in place. Technically, a very strong setup in State Bank, as I understand right now. 625 is the immediate resistance which I see, but that's a very important landmark because in 2023, time and again, 625 has resisted for State Bank. My belief is that this time a revisit of State Bank resistance should be a good trigger where you might see a breakout happening in the December month itself. So I'm positive on State Bank. Yes, in PSU space, you should be looking at State Bank. Immediate target is 625 if you are trading, but you can gun for higher targets because a breakout of 625 is soon on the cards, and 650 plus might be what you might be looking at State Bank in the days to come.
All right. State Bank might finally join the party, but another stock that's making big moves in the banking space is ICICI Bank, and the stock has in fact scaled a new record high above the 1000 mark. It's down this morning about by 1%, but over the last 5 days, very strong movement. We have seen a move of about 7% or so, outperforming most banks except Axis Bank. Is that a stock that could perhaps, move higher from these levels given the kind of exuberance that we are seeing playing out in the banking and the financial space?
Yeah, absolutely. ICICI Bank has come out with all guns firing in last 3 trading sessions, just from 925 to 1010, an amazing move in ICICI Bank. Yes, some profit booking is evident today as we opened. The reason being that 1000 is a psychological mark. We have visited this level almost after a span of 3 months. So there is some chance of temporary profit booking. A lot of call writing bets are hanging on at the 1000 strike. So a temporary blip in ICICI Bank, but I believe the momentum should resume from here, and you might see ICICI Bank going as high as 1075. In the private banking space, you can also consider Kotak Bank, but because I believe that this also might take the lead and in fact try to overcome most of the banks in the private spaces. So yes, ICICI Bank, which we are speaking of, has a positive setup. 975 to 990 is the range or the support base, and we should be looking at 1075 soon.
All right.
1075 for ICICI, which should be looking at a 975 range for the moment. Kotak Bank 2 and SBI, good time to get in. But apart from these, Akshay, what do you recommend for the investors?
Yeah, so I have a few short-term trading bets. These are completely momentum-based bets because it's a momentum market which are in, and money is there to be made fast. So a couple of stocks, a power grid which has seen a very strong breakout in yesterday's trade, a strong uptrend in place. So keep a target of 232 to 237 on this trade with a stop loss of 213. I'm positive in the power sector, and that should continue in the December month. Havels is a possible reversal candidate. Slight short position still prevalent in this stock. This might be the next turnaround stock because momentum is not yet caught up in the stock. So you can consider Havels to buy for a target of 1357 with a stop loss of 1277. If you need a defensive name, probably pharma space, then Sun Pharma is the name to bet on. A very strong chart structure, long additions rolled to December month. Look at targets of 1272 or 1285. That's the extended target with a stop loss of 1218. Info Edge or Naukri, that's a momentum bet again. You can buy this at the current rate. The momentum is very strong today. It's up by over 1%, and it should be soon hitting targets of 4800 plus. So keep a stop loss of 4657 on this trade. And lastly, Kotak Bank, which I mentioned in our talk just now. That's the banking name, which I feel is the best among all the private banking names. A very strong base formation. Momentum has caught up with this bank. Has been an underperformer. I'm expecting this to deliver stupendous price return in the very short term space. So consider buying Kotak Bank for target of 1872, extended target 1885 with a stop loss of 1797.
All right, those are the top trading ideas from Mr. Akshay Bhagwat. Sir, thank you for joining us here on News 9. Always appreciate your thoughts.